you're supposed to focus on yourself. You're supposed to build yourself. You're supposed to build your life. You're supposed to focus on you. You understand? And then you start to learn new skills so that when you go into another relationship, you are more and better. You understand? So I think, as I'm saying, this is my opinion, guys. I'm not saying it has to be like this. But for me, I think the single period is a very important time of your life, and it's necessary. It is necessary, in fact. Like, we're single, then you get to focus on yourself. You get to improve yourself. You know, you love yourself. You appreciate yourself. You know, man, as much as I need someone, I need to be with someone, because I believe we want to be with people, you know, check on you and all those things, you know. As much as we all want that feeling, but it is more important that we put ourselves first. It is more important that if guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been long, but hey, I'm back and I'm sound. Okay guys, so as I've been away, I've been doing a lot of thinking. So today I'm gonna speak about being single. I know that a lot of people, I don't know how to say it, but they label being single as something bad. Okay, I know, but all of us, you do want to have someone who texts you in the morning, good morning love, how was the sleep, or during the day to check upon you. And okay, that is a good thing. We all want that, we all need that. My point is not on that today. I think we need to understand that being single, there's nothing wrong with being single. In fact, being single is the most important, if I may say, important time or important period of your life, because you get to focus on yourself, you get to focus on you, you get to know yourself better, you get to be, you know, you get to discover yourself, because it's not like you will have to think of someone else. You get to be selfish, if I may say, because you don't think about anyone else. You think about you. You think about what makes you happy. You do what makes you happy without thinking, man, will the other person approve it or not? Or will the other person be offended by my actions or by my decisions? Because when you are in a relationship, you can't think for yourself. Like, even if you're doing something that you want, but you need to consider the other person, you need to consider your partner. Whereas when you're single, you consider yourself. You are selfish, which there's nothing wrong with that. So I've been around, you know, abantu, they label being single as something wrong, or there's something wrong with you for the fact that you are single, especially if you're in my age. Since in Udala, especially you are in your 20s or 30s or 40s, then you are single. Abantu bayibona ngathi there's something wrong with you. I'm not saying, alright, you are single, like you have to be single for the rest of your life. No, but I think that the period that you are single, especially if, let us say that you were in a relationship, then the relationship ended, and then now you are single. That is a total turn, because you need to unlearn these means, because now you need to focus on yourself. Whereas for some time you've been with someone, but now that the someone is not there, you need to, you know, to unlearn to those things that you were doing in the relationship. Now you need to focus on yourself, and somehow you might feel bad, or I don't know, you might feel bad, you might feel like you don't belong in that world of being single. You understand? But I think the period of you being single, that is a very important time of your life, because as I was saying at first, you get to focus on yourself. like you get to love yourself, because there are people that get into a relationship because they're looking for a validation from the partner. There are people who get into a relationship because they don't love themselves enough, so they need someone else to love them. They don't know how to show love for themselves, so they need someone to show them love. Of which still it makes it difficult to be in a relationship with that kind of a person, because whatever that you do, showing love, loving the person, as we understand, like the person won't understand that language because the person does not love herself. So, who's a manzi? Do you understand? So when you are single, there's nothing wrong. Like there's nothing wrong with you. It's not like ushwatulelo or what. You use that time to get to know yourself, so that when you get into a relationship, or when you get into another relationship, you know yourself, and you will know how to show and how to love the other person, because uyazela kuwe la nto yothanda. You know it, you know what is love from yourself, because you love yourself and you appreciate yourself. Whereas when you take the single time period, the singleness period, as something bad, as I don't know, and that's how people describe this being single, but like you take it as, I don't know, you will miss the point. You will miss like the whole point of being single, that you need to learn yourself. Because I mean, every day, in fact, we change. Every day you get to discover into ngawe as a person. So like it's supposed to be an exciting time. Okay, I know it's not. I know, but it's not exciting as such to be single. Understand? Especially if you are from another relationship. That you are from you had a relationship before. In a relationship, you're there because accounting apeli, maybe it ended in tears. Okay, it just ended. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to make fun, but I've been there now. But you know, you take that period of being single to figure yourself out. You know, you go back to your previous relationship, because I believe there were things that you did not like about the person, and that there were things that the person did not like about you, and there was always a conflict whenever. And I said, obviously, in any other relationship, there's always a conflict. There's always a misunderstanding. So now that you are single, you take the time to reflect. Okay, you're not reflecting because you want to go back to the person or what, but this is your time. Understand? So you go back. You know, the person once said this about me, about my character, about my behavior, you know, about my personality, whatever. So you go back, you know, you sit down and you talk to yourself. Okay, so if there's, you know, there was a question mark with personality, there was a question mark on my character, there was a question mark on my behavior, how do you then try to rectify, try to fix, try to find yourself in whatever that has happened? And I know, Bana, sometimes when you, especially if you are from a relationship, you're not just single, but you are from a relationship, then you're pale and it in tears. I'm sorry guys, but this is so fun, like this phrase about it ended in tears. So the relationship ended, and obviously, like, especially if it was a very hard and bad breakup, it's not like you're just going to be like, okay, the relationship is finished, and you know what, I'm moving on with my life, what not, or okay, the relationship has ended, so let me find myself. It's not just that simple. You know, there are things that go through your mind, like why did it happen? How did it happen? Why this? Why that? You understand? You spend more time on those, spending more time answering those questions, of which there's nothing wrong, because those questions will be there. But I think you need to, like, we passed that stage. But when we pass the stage of answering the questions, we quickly rush into getting into another relationship. Whereas I think it's time that we need to find ourselves. We need to start looking, what do I like exactly, like, and like understand, like, what are my preferences as a person, so that when you get into another relationship, you know what you're looking for. Because at times you take your bad experience from your previous relationship, and you quickly move to another relationship, you've missed that period of being single. Then you move to another relationship, you get into another relationship, then you take whatever the experience you had to that relationship. Then it's the same thing. There won't be any change. So what I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with, like, being single. I can't be wrong. And I'm not encouraging about you to be single. I'm not encouraging about you to not have a relationship, get married and stuff like that. No. What I'm saying is, when you are single, spend that period to find yourself. Spend that period to love yourself. Spend that period to fix the mistakes that you made before. Spend that period to live. Spend that period to find something exciting. Spend that period to experience as means that you always wanted to experience, and somehow or for some reasons you were unable because you were with someone. And when you're with someone, it's not only about you. You have to think about the other person, whether you're married or you are in a relationship. For me, it's the same thing. So when you are single, you get to live, like, you get to experience, like, crazy things, even if it's to hike a mountain. Because sometimes when you are in a relationship, your boyfriend will tell you, are we up? Because what if you fall and I lose you? You understand? But now that you are single, you get a chance to go and hike. I'm not a hiker, guys. I'll meet you there. So you get to live. Not that you weren't living when you were with someone, but when you were with someone, you weren't living for yourself alone, but you were living for that person, because I believe you were in a relationship and then you had plans for the future. You understand? So now that you are single, guys, like, girls, live. I think the guys are much more better than us as females, because they leave shame on them. Like, you just see when he's out of the relationship, the guy, you get to work on your dreams. When you are single, you don't focus on, like, as I was saying, that the guys, they live, whereas Tina, we more focused on, especially if the person, your previous partner, is with someone else, you start comparing yourself with the current girlfriend. Whereas that time you're supposed to focus on yourself. You're supposed to build yourself. You're supposed to build your life. You're supposed to focus on you. You understand? And then you start to learn new skills, so that when you go into another relationship, you are more and better. You understand? So I think, as I'm saying, this is my opinion, guys. I'm not saying it has to be like this, but for me, I think the single period is a very important time of your life, and it's necessary. It is necessary, in fact. Like, we're single, then you get to focus on yourself. You get to improve yourself. You love yourself. You appreciate yourself. As much as I need someone, I need to be with someone, because I believe guys, we want to be with people. All those things, as much as we all want that feeling, but it is more important that we put ourselves first. It is more important that if you are single, you focus on you. I know yes, you'll be looking and fishing and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, but put you first. Invest in you. If you recently broken up with your partner, but use this time to find you. Use this time to find yourself and to love and appreciate yourself. The mistakes that have happened in the relationship, but anyways, focus on you, love you, build you, build your future, build your legacy. Anyways, guys, that was it for this week. Thank you for watching. I believe many of you will agree with what I'm saying, so don't be scared to drop down your comments down below and agree with me or disagree with me. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. See you next week.